Hello everybody and welcome back to the video. I'm your host OT and it looks like Doctor Who is going to come back at Christmas 2026 for a Christmas special. Can't it just be laid to rest? And guess who's in charge? Fulgrim T. Davis is leading the charge of the Emperor's children yet again. So, Doctor Who will be back on our screens at Christmas 2026 with a special episode written by Russell T. Davis. Oh, look, you're back. I've returned. Oh, and aren't you going to love it? Oh, it's going to be marvellous. And this is the main bit. With Communist Plus confirming they will no longer be partnering on the next season of the sci-fi show, the Big Brother Corporation will remain fully committed to the show and will announce plans for the next series in due course to ensure the Doctor's adventures continue. But not even Disney Plus like the new era, which really says how awful this is. And this is the same streaming service which has shit like The Acolyte and The Mandalorian. Lindsay Salt, director of drama from the BBC, says, "We would like to thank Communist Plus for being terrific global partners and collaborators over the past 2 seasons and for the upcoming war between the land and the sea. The BBC remains fully committed to Doctor Who, which continues to be one of our most loved dramas." Well, it used to be most loved until you decided to bring in Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall, and then it just fucked up from there. We are delighted that Russell T. Davis has agreed to write us another spectacular, more like shit Christmas special for 2026. We can assure the shills that Doctor Who isn't going anywhere and will be announcing plans for the next series in due course, which will ensure the TARDIS remains at the heart of the BBC. But before that, you guys, fans of the beloved series have still much to enjoy with the shit spin-off The War Between the Land and the Sea, which is going to be a climate change lecture, as well as a brand new indoctrination animation series for CBeebies which is in development, which children will not want to watch because they're more interested in Gen Alpha shit. I don't know. Yeah, Doctor Who should just be laid to rest. It should just be left alone at this rate. You know, they're not getting they're not getting it. You know, they don't get that Doctor Who is beyond repair. We've seen it with Star Wars. You know, we've all got woke fatigue. So, you know, and Doctor Who can live on, but it can only live on through the fans, through the true fans of the show who understand the lore, the history, you know, and we can rely on the fans who make their own adventures. Like me, for instance, you know, I've been doing some filming on my 8th Doctor stop motion today. It's progressing quite slowly but surely, and once it is done, I am very confident that it will be much better than whatever we're going to get. I don't know why this show is still going. I don't know why they didn't end it years ago. Like, we've had enough. We've had enough, Russell. Just leave it to rest so that, you know, we can enjoy the older stuff, like the Virgin New Adventures, The Big Finish, the comic strip adventures, homemade stop motions, you know, just like the Star Wars expanded universe, you know, it lives on through that. We can ignore Disney Star Wars, and you know, there were people hoping that this would go to someone like Amazon or Netflix, but then again, would they have retconned the Jodie Whittaker era, the Tennant 60th anniversary specials, the Shooter-Gatwa era? Would they be able to decanonize that? I don't think so. You know, it's like this with Disney. If they sold it to if they sold Star Wars to Apple or Marvel back to Sony, do you think they would completely forget all the shit that they've brought out? Absolutely not. That wouldn't erase anything like, I don't know, the sequel trilogy or everything post-Endgame. The BBC are just dragging this show like a walking corpse. So, yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this video, and I will see you all later. Ta-ra!